A historic hanok that once stood in the heart of Seoul. It is steeped in tradition with a royal heritage, but it lay abandoned for many years. In 2008, a group of experts began to carefully dismantle the hanok. Great pains were taken to ensure that nothing was damaged in the process. The entire hanok was transported to Yeoncheon, Gyeonggi Province, where it was painstakingly rebuilt piece by piece. It was worth every dedication and effort. This is the royal residence.
This is a great example of traditional Korean architecture that would have housed the royal family. In the middle of Seoul, I can visit the Imperial Palace and observe the building, but here I can really research and really see how they lived. So let's take a look around.
Many people visit the royal residence to experience the royal life. Today, foreign students are here to experience the life through a workshop.
Everyone, we're gonna watch about the video we made for the past 2-3 days. Yeah?
I'd only seen this in dramas, and I didn't think I'd actually get to stay in a place like this. So it felt like I was actually a student back in history.
Conflicts Consortium 2013. Welcome to Korea.
The royal family actually lived here. To preserve this precious heritage and its beauty, it was restored through years of hard work. When you enter the royal residence, tucked away in a serene environment, you will see ancient trees first.
In modern architecture, we often decide on the shape of the landscape and where to plant trees, but these ancient architects looked to the land, the position of trees, rocks, the shape of the ground, to help them to position buildings in harmony with nature. Not only have they left us these wonderful buildings, but they have also gifted us with the legacy of these century-old trees here in this stunning landscape.
Upon completion of the restoration work, every tree was planted exactly where it has been in the original layout. This is an example of traditional Korean architecture. Even an old tree in the courtyard is a key part of the architecture. This structure is Yeomgundang, the original name of the dwelling. This hanok was built for the royal family in the 1800s. It was occupied by the grandson of King Gojong.
조선왕가는 명륜동 당시에 있을 때에도 대지가 한 2,500평 정도 되고 이 건축 면적이 한옥으로서 250평 정도 됐습니다. 이렇게 큰 건물은 궁을 빼고는 우리나라에 거의 없다고 봐야 됩니다. 근데 하물며 서울시에 대지가 2,500평의 집이 있었다는 건 아마 믿기지 않는 규모로 봐야 됩니다.
In its new location, the house overlooks the beautiful Hantan River. The scenery is also an architectural component. Pass through the large courtyard to reach Chaeunjeong. It's the annex of Yeomgundang and offers the most magnificent view among royal residences.
You can tell by the size and the beauty that this building would have been used by the royal family. Have they kept the inside as it would be in ancient times? I'm going in to find out.
The traditional hanok design continues inside. The 500-year-old wood beams that support the structure maintain the pattern and scent of trees. Red clay walls covered with traditional paper make the house breathable and healthy to live in. The door and window frames are also covered with traditional paper. This is a traditional hanok room designed to accommodate the Korean custom of sitting on the floor. Jonathan sits on one of the mats laid out for the guests.
These mats and cushions tell us that traditionally Koreans would spend a lot of time sitting on the floor. This lifestyle led to undu, a system where the stone floor would be heated from below.
The traditional hanok uses a Korean floor heating system called ondol. A furnace outside is lit to hit the floor inside. Smoke is channeled through a chimney. It's an ingenious and traditional heating method. A traditional room heated through the ondol system. The warmth reaches his fingertips. Hanok is not excessive. It's a healing abode. The same goes for the royal residence. Next, Jonathan visits the residence restaurant, which serves authentic Korean cuisine. In Korea, healthy food is considered to be the best kind of medicine, so the royal family was served healthy meals at a pleasant place. The food, of course, was full of ingredients that had healing and medicinal properties.
You may not think that food has anything to do with buildings, but Koreans see food and house as parts of the basic foundations of life. And I feel this has really given me an extra experience in this traditional Korean architecture.
Eating good food at a pleasant place. That's probably the best healing experience that your home can give. Another building within the royal residence, a dreamlike place that instantly brings you into a meditative state through soothing music and aromatic scents. It's the Hunyok therapy room that was once reserved for kings and queens.
What is that scent? Can't be what I'm thinking.
These scented packets contain medicinal herbs.
Tell me please, what happens in here?
네, 이곳은 천연 생약을 끓여서 전신 훈육하는 곳으로서 예전에는 왕이나 왕후 또 비빈들이 주로 사용했던 비방을 쓰는 곳입니다.
A jar with water is filled with medicinal herbs and heated. Jonathan changes into a robe to receive the Hunyok therapy treatment.
이쪽으로 오세요.
Now, let's watch him enjoy the Hunyok session. Once reserved for royalty, this ancient therapy boosts blood circulation, cleanses skin pores in the lower abdomen, and removes oily substances. Night falls. Surrounded by nature, the beauty of Hanok is best represented by the royal residence.
The royal residences were built many years ago for noble people and still stand today. Although its function may have changed and the type of people who live here have also changed, its greatness is still clear, and that is the beauty of this architecture.
Don't miss the opportunity to visit the beautiful traditional Hanok. You'll open your eyes to a whole new world.